Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion plays The Binding of Isaac. That is not The Binding of Isaac because it's actually Enter the Gungeon. Ha ha ha. Okay, we're gonna play as the Hunter. You know what? Wolfskin. It's like playing Overwatch. If you're Hanzo, you don't want to be fucking stupid dragon Hanzo. You want to be Ryuga Wagateki no Korao Hanzo with wolves. Excuse me. Why did some of these tables are just empty? I am uncertain as to my purpose here. Excuse me, lady, I'd like to have a conversation now about how you seem to be out of merchandise. Why are you closed? We want to shop. Maybe we've actually, for once, bought everything. Ooh, you know what? No. Exit the breach. Exit the breach. Or return to breach, I should say. We still have to talk to that dude because we fulfilled our contract and I've forgotten for like 8 episodes in a row, right? Here. This time, by the way, we're playing as the Hunter just to try to get like a win under our belts, or at least a solid run. Looks like you finished. All hail, the Master Hunter returns, but the hunt goes on. Fear not the embrace of death, Hunter. Destroy the lead maidens. 30 of them. Listen to leaden maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. Anyway, teenage dirtbag. Gungeon dirtbag. She doesn't know what she's missing. So I'm hopeful. Like, here's what's grinding my gears right now. I know there's gonna be some negative reception. Ooh, for the past few videos. People are gonna be like, how'd you fuck it up? The run was going so well, and you freaking squandered it. Well, I'll tell you, ooh, ammo capacity up via the ammo belt here. 20% extra ammunition. I'll tell you how I fucked it up. I'm playing as the goddamn robot. Playing as the robot, flawless the first 3 bosses, it means jack shit because it just gives you 3 armor. If we play as the Hunter and we flawless the first 3 bosses, I'm not gonna say that we're set and we're guaranteed to win, but I will say that our odds of winning are much, much larger than they would be as the robot because of the fact that we can actually benefit from the HP. So I'm hoping to remind myself of that and to kind of like take a run to get my confidence back. It's like playing against the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA. Like, sometimes you just need to remind yourself that no matter how bad your team is, it could still be worse, and you know, you can still play basketball here. Oh, don't be... It could be worse, you could be the Vancouver Canucks, man. Finished 3rd last in the league and then got the 5th pick in the NHL draft because fucking Edmonton ruined the lottery for everybody. Okay, but let's not get into it. You don't talk to a Canadian person about how the NHL went this season. It's only gonna disappoint. It's only gonna lead to anger. So I'm hoping that basically this is gonna be like a reset, you know? This is gonna be a real-life Forget-Me-Now, which I just realized as I was saying it has troubling implications because of what Forget-Me-Now is based on. It's just gonna be a real-life reset button. Let's put it that way, that we are going to use in order to put ourselves in a situation. That was bad dodging, but in order to put ourselves in a situation where we feel confident playing as other Gungeoneers moving forward. But for now, I mean, it's nice to be in a situation where I'm not really displeased that we took some dumb damage to start with. Helix, good damage output. Probably should be looking in that room for some secret room action, but we can always do it at the very end if we so desire. I don't know why I switched weapons there. We're set up nicely with the rusty sidearm. Oh, I switched weapons because we picked up the Helix, of course. We have a key on the ground, and we'll be able to buy a key. The secret is just making sure that these fuckers don't break the water barrel if we want to go to the oubliette. And honestly, I think it could be the right decision in some situations. If you do indeed get a good item from the Blobby Lord, and you don't think that you stand much of a chance to die on the oubliette, then I think that there's value to be had there. But for now, we're just going to explore the rest of this floor. Still have not yet found our shop. Have not picked up a key, so we should be guaranteed one. And what did we do in the days before we realized that you had to not pick up keys in order to be guaranteed a key from the shop? Nightmare on Hell Street, thank you. I think we will buy a key. I don't think the Molotov is that bad. I've really sort of come around to the Molotov, actually. So we could go to the oubliette. I kind of want to see what our last chest looks like, and that'll dictate a lot of whether or not I actually think that that's the right course of action. It's a really high-quality chest. It's going to be easier to just say that we should open it, but at the same time, it's a passive or an active, so we could really use it as well. We should fight the boss and see if we get a key from the boss, and then that makes the decision somewhat easier. Excuse me, sir, I've already fulfilled my contract on fighting you and your kind. So if you could just die, that would be fantastic. I appreciate the consumables at least. So it is a brown chest. Wow. And then another green chest. Oh, I think we should open the green chest. And, oh, it's the fucking face melter again. And then, you know what? I'm going to get the key and I'm going to open the brown chest. Hope it's a good passive. So we're going to say no to the oubliette here. Which is probably what you would... Probably cynically, some people out there were like, he's not going to actually do it. And then, you know what? I'm not going to actually do it. Unless we get 2 keys from the boss, which can happen. And then I would do it. Probably. But I hate skipping a passive. Because the passives, they help you with every gun that you're using. And if it's an active item, that could be good as well. It could be even better. Oh, we get speed boost, right? No, heavy boots, low center of mass. This is a shitty item that, honestly, we should probably resell as soon as possible. It's gonna be fighting the Trigger Twins. And as soon as possible, lucky for us, is actually on this floor. So if we want to, we can and possibly should sell the iron boots. Or the heavy boots, I should say. As you can see, the helix, it's a little finicky, but if you can catch him right at the focal point here. And even if you can't, even if you're only hitting them with one part of the DNA strand, it's still pretty good. It's worth it for the chance to get both. There we go. Alright, so at least we got the flawless there. That feels good. We got no keys. And we got, ooh, Shade's Revolver. This is really good. I'm probably going to continue to use, I might actually bump myself up to the crossbow for the next floor. Because we got a lot of weapons backing us up in the meantime here. But I think I'm actually going to go sell the boots because I just don't care about them at all. I think these are very bad. I want to stand back a little bit maybe. Sweet. That gave us 16 credits, which honestly I think is absolutely worth it. I think I'm going to buy the Molotov. Like, it's not the be-all, end-all as far as good items go, of course, but I really feel like buying a first floor item, it's never going to get cheaper than that. Hopefully we don't get active items unless they're amazing, because now any active item that we get, I'm going to be like, oh shit, well, we didn't have to spend 35 on the Molotov, but all we can really focus on, I guess, is getting the value out of the Molotov while we don't have that hanging over our heads. So yeah, and step 1 is definitely throw the Molotov at an enemy you can kill in one hit regardless. Look at that though, saved us one crossbow ammo. Ooh, a key already. That's a great start. I was a little worried about our key action, having spent my key money for this floor already in buying a Molotov. Cute sound on that rubber bullet there. I hope I'm not missing something with respect to the heavy boots, but for real, like, my experience with the heavy boots so far has been that they are an item that effectively provides you with 0 benefit, so I'm not sweating it very much at all. I knew it, Iron Maiden. Quickly go for Shades' Revolver. I really like Shades' Revolver, and we'll probably be using it. You know, I'd like to lump things in as either utility items or room clearers. I feel like Shades' Revolver or Smiley's Revolver, you know, either one. Obviously, both is better, but sure. I feel like I might want to use those for room and boss clearing in the future. Like, they actually, or the one we have, which is Shades', actually can give you a huge benefit in terms of boss killing. I've really grown to like revolvers in this game. So what's the Shades' Revolver gives you extra coolness? The cooler Bullet Brothers handgun. Anyone who uses this handgun would look pretty cool. Maybe we should be using that already because it might actually only improve our coolness when we're using it. In which case, it would be very smart for us to use it as much as possible and get all these dope consumable drops, right? I think that's enough for me. Just the odds of that actually working out in our favor are enough for me to be swayed. Even though you ain't got the answers, Sway. I do wish that we would just be done with this room. It's gone on a little longer than I would have hoped. Nothing. That's fine. We can't get into our shop from this direction. This is not going to be terribly ammo efficient, but maybe there's a better chance to get Smiley's Revolver when you have Shades and vice versa as well. That would make me feel very nice. Decent use of Molotov, and another key on the ground as well as an ammo drop. So I'm going to take the ammo for Shades' revolver, which honestly I kind of feel like we could maybe justify using on our boss. Is it going to be as potent as the Helix? Maybe, maybe not, but it's going to be a lot less frustrating to use, I'll tell you that much. Oh, it's a secret room. Dude, I'm finding these like crazy now. So we got 2 keys. We got a blank for our troubles, but the big thing is we got the chest. So a second green chest is actually pretty good. Now we have 2 keys on this floor or 3 keys? I can't remember. We want to go to our shop before we worry about it. Tell you what, let's try Shades' revolver first here. It's going to be the Beholster. Almost got hit immediately. Not amazing. I feel like the Beholster, as an enemy who is mostly stationary, actually benefits from using the Helix. And actually, for the missiles, probably want to roll with like the face melter. You know, one thing that I think the Gungeon devs did... Oh, I'm an idiot! One thing I think the Gungeon devs did an amazing job with is ensuring that different guns actually serve different purposes. It really is like convenient when you start playing the game to just fall into this mindset of like, oh, I'm just going to use this gun for everything. And there are a few guns that work like that, but there's also some guns that, or some attacks rather from enemies that warrant the use of different guns, and some rooms that warrant the use of different guns as well. Getting hit twice on the Beholster with good weapons is incredibly embarrassing, but life goes on, I suppose. We got the Mega Hand. Hilariously, an item that we probably want to use in every situation. So we have so many keys now. We are going to open these chests, of course, but first things first. Let's actually make our way to the shop. I may still... Ooh, that was the worst damage. I may still want to buy a key, but I'd say that the odds of that being the most palatable option for me have gone down somewhat at this point. Yeah, the Mega Hand, it's basically a non-negotiable pickup once you get it. Would like Lichy Trigger Finger to make it so the charge time happens faster, but apart from that, I'm stoked. We have a Gun Muncher. We have 2 armor. We have no keys for sale. Gun Muncher. Do I care? Only the Face Melter is bad right now, in my opinion. And even then, you know, it's got its use. Even though those uses are fairly poor. We've still got a lot left to explore as well. So let's open these 2 chests down here first. What are we hoping for? Passives, man. Passives or like an amazing boss killer. Ooh, that's a passive. Heart Purse gives us some extra HP. That is the grenade launcher. Not amazing, but is it worth gun munching? I would say no. I do think it provides us enough enough damage that we could be like, you know what, for enemies like Iron Maidens or Leaden Maidens or whatever the hell they're called, to get around, you know, copyright law. I think that this is an acceptable choice, so I think I'm going to keep it. Our next chest, or rather our next item room, is going to give us... Oh, I don't know if that was the right choice there, but is going to give us a gun, and it's at that point where we may reconsider the Gun Muncher, but for now, unnecessary, I'd say. I'm trying to min-max the ammo in the Mega Hand, but to be honest with you, it's pretty solid. And if we can go back and just take Smiley's, or sorry, take Shades' revolver, use it, hopefully get an ammo drop as a result, we got nothing to complain about. Let's get these books up here. I think there's more enemies, so I don't want to, well, I was going to say I don't want to hit that TNT yet, but it has been done. This guy's done as well. Half a heart. Surprisingly, we could use that. I haven't played that amazingly so far. I would love to be at 6 HP right now. Mega Dowser. Shit gun. It's a real not useful gun right now. And you know what? We're gonna change it right away. The thing that could be good about this is it can put out fuses on chests, but I don't care enough about it to be excited. So goodbye, Face Melter. Again, people are gonna be mad because the Face Melter has a lot of fans out there, but I think it's, for me, maybe it's just me, but for me, I don't think I'm that excited about it. What is this? Please don't be the Derringer. 38 special for the Inquisitive. I don't know what this means, but sure. We still have 1 key and plenty of money left for the next floor, so we'll head down. 5 HP. The fact that we're not at 6 again is this very disappointing situation for me to find myself in, given that we took 2 damage against an enemy I'd prefer to never get hit on. Wasn't seeing the board that well, apparently. But that's okay. 5 HP is where we want to be down here. I just want to see how the 38 special functions. The fact that none of those enemies died, and you know, I'll be the first to tell you that I did spread out my shots, but 4 clips to kill these enemies means that this is no longer no longer an acceptable choice for us. Probably best not to switch to the grenade launcher and immediately plug it into the wall beside you. This run is very good so far, insofar as basically any run on which you have the Mega Hand has a chance at victory. It makes room clearing, I wouldn't say automatic, but it gives us a mega advantage. Mega Man, I've played the Mega Man games. Respect my gamer cred. How did I not get hit on that shot? That's okay. Machine gun jubblies. How did I miss those, baby? It's all good. I like this room for the Molotov because you can pretty much guarantee yourself that the enemies will jump through the fire, so... And you know what? I gotta say, we're like 2 floors later. Floor and a bit later, at least. And I gotta say, the Molotov pickup has been fine so far. I don't expect it to change our run, but, you know, for 35 credits, it doing, you know, good stuff for us is very nice. It's a pretty cheap buy, all things considered, and it didn't fuck up our key economy at all. Table tech sights. We might not have needed to buy that key. Table tech sights. It's pretty okay, but I can't help but feel that maybe our money is better saved. Table tech blank, I'd be all over. Table tech rocket, I'd be all over, if for no other reason than not only does it provide us with damage, but also it's quite kind of a funny item. It's kind of quite bombastic. We're not done. Oh, we got one of these jokers. Well, this is where the Molotov can truly shine. Take us from requiring 1 Mega Hand shot to requiring 2 Mega Hand shots to requiring 1 Mega Hand shot. My mistake. Good stuff. Keep it going. Little Birdman, we got no problems. Okay, what do we want ammo for? Not that. Are we gonna use the Helix? I mean, the Mega Hand is so ammo efficient that I feel like we should respect the fact that 80 ammo for it doesn't really matter. Like, being down 80 ammo for it doesn't really matter. Getting 80 ammo for it is really amazing. Like, 80 extra ammo for the Mega Hand can carry you, like, almost an entire floor, but... Other guns that maybe have faster rates of fire might be the more sensible choice for now. Now, this is a room that normally is hot trash. We're actually pretty well off here as a result of the fact that we have, you know, one of the best room clearing items in the game without a doubt. Hopefully not too much further to go until we get to our boss. This guy's tagged there. We get to the boss, we got a good chance at a flawless, hopefully. I'd really like to get that flawless for many reasons. Oh man, Gun Knight Gauntlet, where were you on the last run? I'd really like to get that flawless. Just to give us, I mean, first off, just to give us the HP, but secondly, to give us the confidence that we can continue to grow in the future. In this situation, you know, I need to be able to flawless the 5th floor boss at some point, or sorry, the 4th floor boss at some point. Amazingly, I keep fucking that up. You know what would give us a fairly easy 4th floor flawless? 4th floor flawless. It's a weird sentence to say. Wax wings, or really even the jetpack, or any ability to fly, but preferably an ability to fly that doesn't compromise our ability to dodge roll as well. Mostly, and then at that point we'd have to fight the Wallmonger, but that would be a huge gain for me. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it on this run. Unless I get lucky in a second here. I beat the Icebreaker all the freaking time. I don't think it's very good. But it's not horrible. The question is, does it have a role on our existing run? And I think the answer to that question is probably not. We have 3 blanks. Maybe best to save them for the boss fight that we must be, at this point, very quickly approaching. Just get this thing out of here. Another blank? 4 blanks, dog. Shouldn't be using Mega Hand ammo like that. One of the few times my expression of the word dog is literally correct, but there's nothing wrong with that. Let's keep moving here. Now, do I have a Lich kill? Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but do I have a Lich kill with the Hunter? I thought I only had a Lich kill with the Convict and maybe with the Pilots. Alright, so it's Treadnaught. I want to see how much damage we do here. Kind of like the grenade launcher in this situation, because it destroys bullets. The destruction of bullets can be pretty helpful on a Treadnaught fight. With 4 blanks, there's really no excuse to ride the lightning there. We're almost out of grenades here. Probably a good time to use a blank as well. As long as he gets immolated, that's all that matters to me. So we're going to work our way back here. Low on blanks. Tomo, I'm going to let you out, buddy. You're my boy. Wouldn't leave my boy locked in this room, okay? But now you just got to wait a second here. All will be forgiven. 2 more hits, I think. Easy. Alright, Tomo. You are free. You're free to go, my friend. Got 2 extra keys. We've been getting really good luck on the keys from these bosses. We got the Tommy gun, which is okay. Sorry, the Thompson submachine gun, if you want to go by the canonical name. I feel like the 38 special is worth saving just as a secret room finder. Well, if we've been to every room, I tend to think that the shop is our right course of action. For secret rooms, those aren't cracks, huh? I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna try the shop for it. Nope, no such luck. This is fine though. Do we have? Check and see what we got for sale. We got more keys. We got armor and ammo. I don't think these are that important. Ammo, maybe. But I really think, like, what are we at here? 105? I really think if we switch to Shades' revolver, the odds of us getting an ammo drop go way, way up. So, I think we should rely on that possibly being a chance here. And this feels good, man. It feels good to flawless 3 bosses, and instead of being like, well, we're on our starting HP, instead we're like, man, I feel like really good. We've even taken some hits, and yet we're still here. But you know what? It took me a long time to wrap my head around Blue Baby and Isaac. And I really feel like the robot is kind of like Blue Baby, except unlike Blue Baby, it's actually a powerful item, or a powerful character in its own right. Blue Baby is just sort of like, it's not unpowerful, but it's not one of the most powerful characters in the game, for certain. In my opinion, at least. So for certain, might not carry as much weight, but I do feel like the robot is more than fair from like the actual quality of the character. The problem for me is that armor valuation that I just can't seem to wrap my head around from a, you know, keeping myself alive perspective. We should have been hit there. Now watch us stack up like 8 armor on this run. And then completely nullify my complaints. But honestly, the reason that this run is going so amazingly right now, in my opinion, is because of the Mega Hand. You can't rely on that showing up on every run. But on every run in which it shows up, you can rely on it. Please stop this. We should have stuck with the heavy boots, man. Alright, I think now is about the time where we'll take out Shades' revolver, and we'll start to hope for some kind of coolness buff here. Let's see, Origami again. Some kind of coolness buff that gives us a better chance to get ammo drops, which we will take for the Mega Hand. Figure better to do it now than to wait until things maybe get a little bit more dire. And the Origami is fine, but as we saw in the last run, I don't think that it is a it's a reliable room clearer forever. And we're kind of in the forever zone. Which sounds like a sweet-ass, like, retro-futuristic sci-fi, but, sci-fi what? Sci-fi books? Sci-fi... It could be in any form of these, yes. Just a piece of media in general. Like, we're on the 4th floor. This is where stuff is real. You know, the game gets a lot harder from... Once you get past this point. Oh, now you'd like to re-enter the room. Hello, Tomo. Did you enjoy your defecation? But this is, like, basically this is about the point where I've experienced great loss that has ruined many a one run. So I'm not going to take it lightly here. Check out our shop, but honestly, doesn't seem like we need to buy a key. What in the world is that? Space friend. Well, obviously, we gotta pick it up. A friend from space. So this is what you get for beating the pass as the pilot? Companion. Fires upon foes. This tiny ship is captained by a heroic tiny spacefarer. Perhaps he or she has a tiny past full of tiny regrets. If this is an incredibly good item, then I'm a happy man. It shoots a laser beam. I thought that for some reason our gun had been replaced with the Beholster. With the eye of the Beholster, I should say, but apparently not. Switch to a gun that doesn't matter so much. The fact that it one-shots those guys is actually really encouraging. Now, admittedly, now that we're dealing with real enemies, we should change guns to something more valuable, or viable. But in our present situation, I'm not gonna sweat it much. Thank you, space friend. It seems fine. And we are starting to get a little low on the Shades' revolver here. But I believe that there can be an ammo drop in our near future. Now the question will become, do we take it for Shades' revolver, or do we take it for the Mega Hand? Such horrible, unnecessary damage. At this point, I almost want to take it for Shades' revolver. But then, you know, we're kind of like, we're using our gambling earnings to try to win more money from gambling. You know, it's a bad long-term financial strategy here. We're spending all of our ammo drops trying to make sure that we're able to get enough ammo to get more ammo drops. Now, if it works, it's a master plan. If it doesn't work, though, we don't have ammo for anything but the gun we don't necessarily need it for. Although Shades' revolver... Oh, I didn't even see you, but you found the secret room for me. Remember when I said that we would get 8 armor? That's starting to look like a little bit of a pipe dream. Half of a red heart. And ammo. I know I said I'd take it for the Mega Hands. In the moment that I said it, I truly believed it. Our secret room is unfortunately garbage. However, this does... Well, garbage for us right now. But it does mean that we'll have 3 blanks at least for our boss fight. It's not like we're getting nothing out of Shades' revolver. Like, it's a competent room clearer. It's no Smileys, but it's something. Speaking of which, man, I would love to get Smiley's revolver. But mostly I'm just looking for that second ammo drop. I know you can hook me up here. Don't be weird about it. It's only because I had 8 bullets left in the first one. Yeah, now we can go back to this. There you go. And we bought ourselves a lot of time with which to use the Mega Hand. This is at least a floor or two's worth of Mega Hand action. Space Friend's helping out a great deal as well. I actually think that we've got a near, and I hesitate to say it because, you know, making claims like this is only going to blow up in your face, but I think we've got a near certain chance of beating the dragon. certainly the highest level of certainty that I can have for something in Gungeon. I do think the Mega Hand's your item of choice for the boss fight, and it is going to be the High Priest again. So forget everything I just said. Now I become principally concerned about survival and survival alone. Yo, where you at, though? Probably should just be using, like, the Tommy gun to deal with that phase. I hate it so much! It's alright. At this point now, it just becomes, you know, beat the boss. And that's okay. One more run without a flawless. We've been fighting this guy like crazy lately. He's been showing up all the fucking time. Makes me wish I really, you know, flawlessed those bosses that weren't the High Priest when we had the opportunity to do so. See, that's like my ideal attack right there now. I feel like the Tommy gun might be, you know, worth more than I've given it credit for. Keep it up, Space Friend. You're doing good work. I think he's blocking bullets as well. And you know what? The more we fight Priest Lord, the more I'm going to learn how to effectively dodge his attacks in the future. And that's valuable, man. One day I want to be able to flawless this guy reliably. Haha, what a hilarious joke. Oh, good blank usage. We're almost done here, and we only lost half of our Myriad HP. Honestly, could have been worse. This fight is still, for me, all about survival, so I'm not going to sweat it. Thanks for the blank. It's useless, but I appreciate it, and I mean that sincerely. Now, the Hexagon is actually a totally solid boss fighter, as we've seen before, so I don't feel bad about just rolling Mega Hand style here. And we have enough HP on this floor to get back. Bullet Idol, it sells for a lot of money in the shop, but I don't think it's that good. But maybe I'm underestimating it just because I tend to underestimate items that give you stuff for getting hit. So do we still have good chances against the Lich Lord? First we gotta beat the Dragon. Let's focus on that. Excuse me. We already found our secret room, so the blanks are effectively basically useless. Just get through the dragon floor, and honestly, if we beat the dragon, I'm not going to say that I'm going to feel content, because inevitably that's just going to be annoying. You'd be like, you've already beaten the dragon with a hunter, shouldn't be worth anything at all at this point, right? That should just be like par for the course. But it's been a while since we've done it, so that would be a start. Now, it's not to say I'd settle for it, but it's a start. Now, we do want to explore this entire floor for sure, and get everything that we can get, all the chests, talk to the shopkeeper, like we have money. Well, no, we don't have much money. Because we bought Space Friend for 98. And I'd do it again if I had the chance. But basically, it just comes down to that right now, we're much stronger than the game. I could still ruin that with a lack of skill, but on paper, we're much stronger than the game. So it's only in our best benefit, or best interest at least, to go to every single room. You know, get ammo drops, get armor drops, get HP in case we need it. And more importantly, get chests. Chests that could provide us with very useful items. I mean, we don't really need Helix ammo. We don't really need Shades' revolver ammo. Weirdly enough, we go like to the third one down in the food chain there. We're gonna take grenade launcher ammo. The grenade launcher is like treading water on boss fights this late, I think. Like, it destroys enemy bullets, so you're making progress. But you're not making progress very quickly, and it's certainly not your ideal damage dealer at this point. But you could do worse than basically getting nearly free or at least heavily discounted damage on a boss. And you know what? If there's any decision on this run that I'm proudest of so far, and proud is kind of like a little bit of a heady word to use for this, but I am happy that I got the Molotov from that early shop. Not an all-star item, but, you know, maybe those little purchases can add up to something more meaningful here. I hate these jammed enemies. Oh, that was way faster than I expected. Don't shoot it with the grenade launcher. Book of Chest Anatomy. Actually feel like there's something to be said for Book of Chest Anatomy when you get late in the game. If you run out of HP, you'd rather get HP than get an item most of the time. As long as you can't guarantee what the item is, at least. So I feel like Book of Chest Anatomy can help buff you up on HP or even on items, because you can still get an item by destroying a chest, although it's rare and perhaps somewhat undesirable. This room's a clusterfuck, but we got through the hard part already. Idiot. You don't have to tell me. Oh, okay, that one I take no responsibility for. I was on the edge of that thing. That being said, I trust the game implicitly, so I'm gonna call myself an idiot again, but that's okay. I will endeavor to do better. We just lost the armor, effectively. Like, the red heart is gonna be easy come, easy go, hopefully. Yeah, that was good. Really good table work there. Yeah, I would like to light you on fire. Normally, I was thinking, like, do we really want to spend that much? We want to spend a whole Molotov charge to kill the cultist? And I thought, yeah. In the end, I decided, yeah. A key to get to a chest. I would like to, honestly, and I'm hoping that we have a good chance to get more key drops on this floor. And we got the dog. What are these? Frost bullets. That's telekinesis. No, but for real. Alright, well, Curse Shop doesn't contain anything I'm really interested in either. Although the monster blood slows enemy bullets, right? Maybe that's actually something that could be beneficial for me? Well, obviously, it will be beneficial. The question is it beneficial relative to what it would cost us from an opportunity cost perspective? The answer is quite possibly yes. Got... Whoa! Brain, prioritize, please. If I had time to shout whoa before I got shot, I probably had time to dodge. Let's prioritize the dodging next time, shall we? That being said, I'm stoked. We got ammo. Really important, I think, to get the skeleton to hit that wall. I don't know why I'm just realizing this now, but if you get that skeleton to hit the wall, he can't shoot bullets at a certain angle behind it, which makes it easy enough for us to get through this without taking damage. Well, Lead Maiden's super fucking annoying on this room with the forge hammers. It's done now. And it's probably going to be like a be careful what you wish for moment. Yeah, if we can go back in time, give me the Lead Maiden. I don't want to deal with the cultists here anymore. Mama, take the Lead Maiden away. I don't need it anymore. Okay, it's a demon chest, and this is the... Whoa! It's the particulator. I didn't mean to fire it. It's sick nasty, if I remember correctly. We gotta try it on some rooms here so I can get a feel for it. Secret room? Nope. This is not the black hole gun, and it doesn't charge. No, it does not charge. Let's see what happens... Okay. Let's see what happens when you fire it at an enemy. It's a big enemy. Homing shots. Am I wrong to be somewhat disappointed with this? I'm trying it on for size for a room here. It's not bad. Thanks for the blank. Is it as good as the Mega Hand? I don't know. Let's give it the old A/B test here. Ooh, it hit the Space Lord. Which actually was great for us, because it, again, created a situation in which the shots couldn't go past a certain angle, which is great news for me. I mean, this was pretty easy. We'll see what the Particulator can do against the boss, I think. And then we'll draw our conclusions thusly. Yeah, probably not the right choice for a secret room guess, the Particulator. Now, do I want to open the chest? Or do I want to shoot the chest? These are the questions that we've never answered for one another. There are questions I remember, yeah, all my life. I gotta admit, of all the Northernlion memes, the yeah while singing has not really taken off, but that doesn't mean that I don't love it. Straight down is nothing. Trey shots of life for all night, you dig it, is something. That's a lyric from Camp Lowe's magnum opus, Coolie High. Now, I guess we're going to purchase a key. There's no key to purchase. Disregard this. Well, we're definitely going to go shoot the chest then. We can't get a key to shoot that other one, but we'll definitely shoot this one. And what are we hoping for? I don't know, man. A key, I guess. Give us the machine pistol. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna try out the particulator on this boss. I have to, oh, you know what, the hexagon. We're gonna go particulator. If particulator sucks, hexagon. If hexagon sucks, maybe we just go to the revolver. It's damage, alright. Doesn't really destroy bullets. And honestly, it's not as much damage as I was hoping for. This is Tommy gun. Tommy gun. See? Doesn't he say? Yeah, I think it does say nya see when you grab it. So I don't know if we needed to use a blank there, but I figure, you know, let's keep our hopes of flawlessing alive. The Molotov, I believe, does nothing, by the way. Now, we've used half our blanks in less than half of the time. Possibly a recipe for disaster. Let's try out some hexagon action. It's hard to get a feel for how much that actually takes away. I know I said I'd use the revolver, but I actually, you know, I like the helix. I've taken the position that the helix does some pretty boss-ass damage. Let's back it up. As long as you don't create Uzis, or, you know, the SMGs that go onto the side, life's good as far as I'm concerned. Take as long as you want. Use as many bullshit attacks as you feel entitled to. And we'll use the particulator to deal with the Uzis if they do show up. The helix is not my ideal choice for a boss clearer, but it's doing its job okay. There's our flawless gone. I'm a little salty about that because I think we could have worked through it, but that's okay. It happens. What about just using the machine pistol here? I can't believe. I really, for whatever reason, thought that shot was going to break. Definitely did not need to use our blank after we got hit. But, you know, small mistakes, small mistakes. Reload faster, please. Thank you, Space Lord. I appreciate your help so far. Doing a pretty shit job of getting this done, but that's alright. You should be on the final phase by now. There we go. Alright, what do you use on this next phase? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not... I guess you use the helix, and you try to stand at the right interval. We're gonna beat the Dragon for sure, and honestly, I think we're set up okay to beat the Lich. I don't think the odds of it are great, but we get a couple nice blanks, we find the boss early, we got great room clears leading up to it. I think that's good. The Dragon may literally have the most HP out of any boss, by the way, so, like, each phase of the Lich, I'm sure, is lower. Combined, they must be higher. Just wish we had, like, the Stinger or the Beehive right now. Space Lord did a couple more hits there. I don't know if this is the right choice, but this part of the fight is a victory lap for me right now. Wow, that's not very good damage. But unlike a lot of Gungeon runs, we don't really have a moment in this one where we've thrown. And that's a nice change of pace. You know, we played relatively solidly throughout this one. And we're going to test something here that we may use on our robot run. Or our bullet run, for that matter. Take your hegemony credits. Not enough money to get anything from the shop. And we'll take some shots here. Again, I don't know why we take this, just so it shows up and makes the end of the game screen look that much more impressive, I suppose. We're gonna try to walk past bullet hell. Okay. In the hopes that it actually creates a, yeah, okay, so bullet hell is totally optional. We're gonna go to it on this run because, you know, it's important. But if we're playing as the bullet or as the robot, we don't have to worry about that. That's good. We don't have to worry about that. And I know that people have probably been shouting that in the comments. NL, you don't need to do that. These videos recorded in bulk. I'm doing a little self-experimentation here. But I do appreciate the feedback, as much as it might seem like I'm ignoring it. There's just a lot of it. You have to, it's, oh, that was so bad. It's basically a prerequisite that in order to beat this phase of the game, you have to play well. And I've started by playing horribly. There was probably more HP on the last floor I could have taken as well, which I should not just gloss over. Mega Hand should be able to kill these enemies even when they're in the invincibility, well, the buff stage. Not invincible, I hope. But we're hoping for a couple of things. Oh my god, that was the worst. Slow down. You still got 3 HP, it's not that bad. What do we need? Well, ideally, situations in which our dog comes up with resources. Blanks, HP. Those are the big ones. Keys might be valuable. I actually think that I'm going to use the particulator. There's a skelly somewhere here. I feel like just dipping and diving with the particulator might make it like the ideal room clearer here. And then when we find an enemy like this, then we can go back to the Mega Hand and just rattle him, you know? Space Lord's doing his damnedest. But when you're not fighting them, you know, 72 shots in the particulator, it's not bad. We all know that classic song. 72 shots in the particulator, it's not that bad. We can use the Mega Hand for stuff like this. Could use Space Lord for that as well, but I really feel like the particulator is going to be our ideal room clearer. Maybe we use the Mega Hand on the boss. I don't know, I never solve this problem. I always just end up using the Mega Hand because it's good enough. Maybe I'm using it for an unideal purpose. Come on, dude. You know you're dead. Stop resisting. Okay. Ammo drops are going to be important as we enter this situation. I'm a little unhappy about that. I really thought that he would die in one particulator shot, but we didn't quite get him with the array of bullets we wanted to. Thank you, Space Lord. Now, I really, at this point, 2.5 HP. That's bad. We need more HP. This is the full-on mage room. I fucked up my dodge roll, too. Okay. Don't get despondent yet. When you get despondent, you start to think, oh, like, we're totally fucked. That's where you're, you know, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right? Now, sometimes, you know, that's an effective thing. It's always on those motivational posters, you know, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Well, sure. Except for, you know, situations like, you know, do I think I could survive a fall from a 35,000-foot flying airplane? No, probably not, in all honesty. So that's, like, it falls apart at the seams a little bit on the edges of human reason there, but please just transform. At the same time, it's a valuable piece of insight to at least remind us that, you know, positive thinking can be powerful. What's going on there? You're stuck on the fucking chicken? Alright, Space Lord, finish the job for me. He's got it. Space Lord! Space Lord! Thank you. And I think the power of positive thinking can help us out a lot here. You know, if we start to think that we're fucked, we're probably fucked. You know, it might subconsciously affect our play in ways we're not pleased with. This seems like, oh, more of a particulator room than anything else. We are in a pretty terrible spot, admittedly. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's getting worse. How has Austin done it, man? How is he winning so many Gungeon runs in a row? He makes it look trivial. I don't know how he's just... Austin's got a brain that is wired to figure out, like, how to do well within a system. And I don't mean like a societal system or, you know, like a governmental system. I just mean like a set of constraints and parameters. Dude, his min-max are extraordinary. It blows... Oh, there's ammo back here. And it blows my mind. Like, even in Overwatch now, we made fun of him for playing McCree so much. He switched it up. He plays Zarya. He gets play of the game with Zarya like every single game now. Reliably. Now, I don't know if that means he's a great Zarya player or if he's just got the play of the game system min-maxed. But he's doing the Lord's work. I need to pick his brain for a little bit of feedback here because he's crushing it, man. I don't understand how. It's something unforeseen. Oh, that one was bullshit. Not quite done here yet, though. If that killed us, I would have been extremely disappointed. Come on, mythical item that contains more than it should. No, Skelly, we're not doing this, okay? Hate that. Wow! We used the blank, but we lived. We even got a little bit of HP back. Man, I hate bouncing bullets. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. You remember that old classic jam. I hate bouncing bullets. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. We definitely should have been hit there. Come on, take a bounce, pop, and dance with me. Yeah. You know, they call her Joan Jett, but I ain't ever seen her fly. Really, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is more than one enemy dead per bullet. If we can reliably get that, then I'm happy. Oh, we left a key behind on that other room. Look, is unlikely to matter. But maybe. I kind of feel like the machine pistol was the right choice there. Push him into the drink. You got him. You got him. Just stay on him. We got a bullet lord somewhere. Oh, it's this kind of bullet lord. My favorite, except not at all. Hey, stop shooting, you jerk. Not today. Oh. These enemies show up all the fucking time on bullet hell. And I could not want them to fuck themselves any more than they already have created within me the desire for this. Space Lord, thank you. By the way, I know it's called Space Friend. He's always Space Lord to me, damn it. I hate those enemies. Oh, thank God for the half heart. If we at least see the Lich, you know, I can leave this run with like peace in my heart to some extent. Fuck these enemies. Don't give him a chance to shoot. He shot several times. Once he starts, he does not stop. How are there still so many of these bullshit bullets? That was a horrible choice of dodge roll. That did not punish us, amazingly so. I think the blobs are immune to our fire, so not the most amazing choice for us there. I think we might live. It depends where the boss is, but we may live long enough to fight the boss. Oh my god, 1.5 HP. What have I done to deserve this generosity? As much as I hated to do it, I had to do it. Okay, that was the most panicked dodge roll I've ever succeeded at in my life, I think. Did lose a little HP and a blank there, and that's, you know, we're getting close to the kiss of death. You got no blanks and 1 HP for your boss fight. But we're playing respectably, I think. It's amazing how many runs start going off the rails at the High Priest. No! Oh. There's just too many bullets. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. No, this is disastrous, but, you know, as long as we got life in our body, there's a chance. There's a fucking chance. Do we have to rely on luck at this point? Oh, yeah. I don't even know what we're hoping for. Let's put it that way. We're hoping for an item that I don't even know if it exists. And I also don't know how we're gonna get it. Given that I don't think there's any guaranteed chests down here, but we're going for it nonetheless. This is usually a fairly easy bullet hell type room here. Oh my god, 1 armor. The game, it refuses to let me die. It's toying with me. It's our boss fight. Hell yeah, dog. Here we go. I don't know, Shades' revolver. We are extremely lucky to have not been fucked harder there. We should have been dead, probably. Or at least we should have lost our armor. Yep, and then I dodge rolled out of the way of a bullet. Made my life substantially harder still, and there we go. We saw the Lich, though. I can consider this run at the very least a mild success. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. That's Death 100. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.